read the indictment in this case, and there's publicly available material where I think you can learn more about the activities of certain individuals. But generally speaking, what's happening on social media and what's happening in music videos that are on YouTube, particularly in the drill rap genre, it shows you what's happening in this city. It shows you exactly what's happening in the city, which is that people are threatening to commit acts of violence and then either bragging about acts of violence or talking about how they're going to retaliate for other acts of violence. And it's happening on a regular basis. And so, again, that is why it is significant that, as law enforcement, we're able to investigate and then ultimately hold people accountable for their acts they're committing. But for instance, you can go on the internet right now. You can see people.
Let's go to work. I want y'all to listen to this and listen good.
All right, so most of y'all believe that FBG Duck shooting, it was a clean hit. 2 cars pull up, 4 shooters. They shot him, and they got in the car and dipped out. That is not the case. The news and the police, they be hiding shit from y'all. I'm going to break down what actually took place, all right? What actually happened. So, 12 minutes before Duck was shot at 4:26. I'm talking about 4:14. All right, so there was a black male with reflective sunglasses and a black hoodie seen chasing another male who was last seen running westbound on East Oak Street. All right, the male with the weapon got into a black sedan and was last seen westbound on East Oak Street. Approximately 1 minute later, all right, a call came in. 2 people ran into the Montclair store, this store right here. 2 people ran in there stating they're hiding from somebody. Let me remind you, this is not Duck. All right, Duck was not getting chased. No, let me show y'all real quick. Let me show y'all where Duck was at. Hold on. Milani, right here. He was shopping for his son. All right. All right. So over here, let me go back. Right here, 2 males walk in. They're hiding from somebody. All right. Now, about 5 minutes after that, or about 5 to 6 minutes after that, 3 males pointed a gun at them 2 people that ran in here. The 3 males then hopped into a black sedan and was last seen westbound on Oak. All right. So they point a gun at them 2 people right there, and it was last seen westbound on Oak. All right. So they either took this street or they went up North Rush Street. All right. Now, 1 minute.
All right, hold on. We got a very special guest that just called in. Caller, what's your name? Ariana. Okay. All right, now we talking about young kids making bad decisions. So how old are you?
11.
11 years old. Okay. So at your school they have report cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when they pass out when's the last time they passed out report cards?
This is the first time.
It's the first time they passed them out at your school? That is not the thumbnail I used. Okay. All right. So I want you to read me, and the art reads. What does it say?
In English class, I got a 92.
English. Okay, English. We got a 92. Let me put this down on the scorecard so I can keep track. Okay, we got a 92 in English class. Okay.
In math, I got a 94.
Hold on now. Don't try to, you trying to take me too quick. I got to make sure I got everything right. Hold on. Let me make sure. Okay. I got a 91 and I got a 94. Okay.
In reading class, I got 97.
Reading. Okay, 97. Hold up, what was the first? Wasn't the first class reading?
No, it was English.
English. Okay, so they're different.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Next one.
Science, I got a 93.
Science class, we did 93. Okay, we on a roll. Okay, go ahead.
In social studies, I got a 90.
Hold on, I can't hear you.
I said, in social studies, I got a 96.
96. Okay. Does that conclude the list?
Yeah.
That concludes the list. So let me make sure I got it right. I got a 91, a 94, a 97, 93, and 96. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. That sounds like straight A's to me. Sound like straight A's to me. So what we're going to do is, if y'all want to show Ariana some love for her report card, I told her to call in. I talked to her earlier. We got some good understanding together. So if y'all want to show her some love for her report card, y'all make sure y'all put that in the PayPal or Cash App note, and I'll make sure that she gets it. You keep doing what you doing, and we're going to be rich. You hear me? I'm talking to you, child. Hello?
Yes.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. You just keep doing that right there, and we're going to be rich one of these days. You hear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, handle business. I'm going to talk to you in a minute. I'll do it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I feel that is extremely, extremely important. I think that with all of this bullshit going on, the solution, I feel the solution is the household. The household, the way a child is brought up, I feel like the girls have just as much to do with how retarded these niggas is as anything else. A lot of times in these videos, you will see a nigga getting shot at, or it'll just be a fight, and then a bitch will be, ooh, all that shit like that. And then when a nigga starts shooting, that motherfucker start screaming. We have to do better with the next generation. So I definitely wanted to give her that shine. Y'all make sure y'all show her that love. I want y'all to encourage her. I feel like if kids saw more of that, if they saw that, people are more impressed with you doing good, you having good behavior, you making good grades, I feel like we can do something to change our future. So I definitely want to give her that time. Shout out to my firstborn child. That's her. That's her. All right, let's get back to work here.
They got them. They got these son of bitches. They got them. 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 The Fed just called me and told me they arrested Muwap. They arrested C-Thing. They arrested two more. It was 5 people that they have in custody. The little boy who killed himself August the 24th was one of the shooters that shot my son. They just told me that too. I'm just so glad. I'm just so glad. No, they're not still investigating nothing. It's over with. Now they got to prove they self-innocent. I done forgave these people already. I done forgave them already. And my son was killed by some kids like these kids. The grown motherfuckers sent home. Mamas ain't gotta bury them though. They mamas can still see their kids. I can't see mine. I can't see my son. It was just too impossible. Like, you wanted somebody dead that bad that you would risk your freedom or even your life to kill somebody that they did nothing to you.
What the fuck? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Why are you talking about Duck and Brick? Why are you talking about them like they were good Samaritans out, like they were firefighters? These niggas was gangsters. The whole allure with Duck was that the nigga was actually, and King Von. Dog, actually in this game at this point, it's damn near a requirement that you have to have a record. If you don't have a record, you need to have street confirmed bodies. What the fuck are you talking about? Did you go and console the mothers of the people that Brick and Duck supposedly murdered? What do you mean kill somebody that didn't do nothing to you? What the fuck are you talking about? This nigga's whole shit is the nigga made a song before Chicago Legends. His whole shit was gang bang, fuck the ops, we smoking pack. We smoking the op pack. I'm the one who killed him. You should have moved when I put that bullet in your head. All of this shit. Obviously, you would have to go to Brim D page so he can break down, you know, all the I don't know that Chicago shit like that. But the first time I ever saw Mother Duck was after he died. And that's the problem. That's the problem. We don't never, like, you don't have that's the whole problem. The whole issue is there is no problem until it's your problem. Once it's your problem, then it's an issue. You had no strife with Duck building his career off of dead black men. That money in some way is even more stained than drug money. He got paid to make mothers grieve even more, the way that you're grieving. But once it comes to your doorstep, now it's just they just kids. Why would you risk your life and your freedom to kill somebody that didn't do nothing? What the fuck are you talking about? The whole reason why the Chicago scene was fucking was polarizing was because these niggas was actually, it was the first time in history that niggas had nothing else but dead people songs. And I appreciate everybody showing love. We're going to read those out in just a moment. The PayPal is working, so handle your business. We working tonight. Chicago rappers, dog, Brim D showed me a song by a dude, I think his name was Driller or something like that. This nigga is the worst rapper on the planet, just like a lot of them Chicago niggas. I don't understand the G Herbo shit. I heard one song in the video, he was around the Jeep, and that nigga was just all off beat, just retarded. But people will listen because you're talking about shit that actually happened. So niggas took that reality rap to a whole nother goddamn planet. They took it to a whole nother planet. I'm going to talk about, dog, in Jacksonville, these niggas, even they will diss the mothers and mock the mothers crying. All of this came New York, same way. UK, St. Louis, Texas, Milwaukee, New Jersey, Memphis. The new standard is if you're not saying nothing that's going to make someone else feel pain, why in the fuck am I listening to this shit? As I was saying, that was all Durk made. Gang bang music. Gang bang music. Fuck, I'm going to put a K behind the gang that we don't like. Why the fuck are you crying now? Which more proves the illogical, irrational line of thinking coming from the motherfuckers who raised these retarded niggas. Niggas is really thinking that everybody who does what I do around the globe, everybody who looks like me around the globe, raps like me around the globe, is getting fucked over by the rap trap. Arrested, robbed, beaten, killed. Rico. It happens to everybody who talks the way I talk, but it ain't gonna happen to me. That line of irrational thinking comes from motherfuckers like this. You didn't shed one tear. You didn't have a career, Mother Duck, until he died. And you've been loving this shit far too much for me, to be honest. You've been loving this shit way too damn much. It was a damn video where she was in a hot tub, a bubble bath, wine glass in her hand. She just enjoying the attention. You love what your son's death has brought to you. You're not mourning. You love your life post FBG Duck's death. I'm just gonna be honest with you, my nigga. It is what it is. It is what it is. If you know that you're about to have a child, and you have that child in an environment where kids that look like your child are killed by the system, not flatline, not having a pulse, they're still breathing, but it's over. They're dead. There is nothing that they can contribute in a good way. In order for them to actually do any good, they're going to have to do some bad. And that is the environment that you put that child into. Once again, I said it last night. You're going to an apple orchard and trying to fucking grow Christmas trees. So you gonna plant something different? Yeah, my plant gonna be different. What the fuck? What are you talking about? This is where real parenting comes in. If you're truly a parent meaning my child matters more than anything. More than anything. So if I gotta struggle, if I gotta walk to work, whatever the fuck it is, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna put my child in a place where they don't even have a fucking chance. Even if they are on a good path, they'll be on the news and people will be mourning. We got to stop the violence. This innocent young man was killed while doing his homework. This innocent little girl was killed while doing her Zoom classes. Because you want free rent. Because you want subsidized housing. You want goddamn government housing. Like I told you, it is nothing in America. This is this is the home of capitalism. Capitalism is so serious over here. If you even pass out communistic propaganda, you will be goddamn jailed for an undetermined amount of time. They don't give a fuck about no community. Shit about community, helping no community. It's about bring me the money or fuck you and your situation. Which isn't all the way true, but it is. Because if you don't want to give me the money, I do have another way that you can pay. I will take care of you for 18 years. I'll take care of you and all of your kids. Just as long as once they turn 18, you will turn them over to me. I need them for cannon fodder. I need them to feed this nigger-fueled engine that is America. And because we are capitalistic, mothers every day, and I say mothers because this doesn't happen. I'm not going to talk about the anomaly of one father who got government assistance and he a single father. I don't give a fuck about that. That's the exception. In real life, it's the mother who wants free shit. Like I said, this ain't no black man, black woman thing, because if a nigga had a way to get the same shit, he would get it. He would get it, but it's just not there for him. The biggest mistake you can make as a black woman is to believe that the system fucks with you more than they fuck with the black man. You are just a necessary evil. They will, as long as you're unproductive. I told y'all this. I said for 3 months, you get food stamps. For 3 months, do not buy any bullshit. That's milk, that bullshit cereal. If you just went to Whole Foods for 3 months, you do not go past the vegetable aisle. You just stay right there. There's nothing else in that store that you need. Vegetables. I'm talking heavy because I'm talking heavy. Tomorrow we'll actually and we're going to talk about this tomorrow on Katrina's show. I got a secret. So make sure y'all are there tomorrow afternoon, 5:30. I'll be letting y'all know what's going on. But you shop healthy for 3 months, them folks will knock on your door or send you a letter saying we're cutting down your benefits for whatever fucking reason, because that's not what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to do as everyone else does. Just sit back, buy your weed, and this is why motherfucking the Yang stores are so close to the goddamn projects, and they will take EBT for you to buy cigarettes and motherfucking blunts. We accept EBT. You don't see that shit nowhere else but in the Yang stores. Your card don't get cut off for that. You don't think they know what the fuck that is? Your card don't get cut off for that. But you go in the goddamn store and buy nothing but, don't go past that first aisle. Nothing but goddamn fruits and vegetables. See if the motherfucker don't send you a goddamn letter and shake that shit up, because that's not what is conducive to the engine continuing to have its fuel. And the fuel is the pain of the black race, but black males are the coal. You know what I'm saying? The black pain would be like the steam that comes up out of the goddamn, you know what I'm saying? The pipes and shit like that. And the black pain comes from, oh, my son was murdered. Oh, my son got arrested. They didn't read him his rights. Oh, and you just wondering how it's so much confusion, and they just sit back like they didn't do shit. They know that they bought your child. Your child has been bought and paid for. They don't give a fuck if one or two of them get to go and entertain them. And you think he made it. We're the only motherfucking people who believe success looks like less than 1% of us being successful. The Willie Lynch book wasn't talking about Arabs, Indians, Mexicans. Boy, I thought they cut us off. Man, I thought they cut us the fuck off, nigga. I'm like, no. Man, I thought they bammed us. God damn, I thought they bammed us. Woo! Man, I thought them niggas bammed us, dog. I'm like, but it only makes sense. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm talking about real talk. Damn! I thought them motherfuckers bammed the shit out of us. But real talk, though, my nigga. Real talk. Motherfuckers started leaving and everything. Like, oh, it's over. See, that's what I'm talking about, though. That's what I'm talking about. Dog, just as soon as niggas seen that shit, niggas ain't gonna make no motherfucking fuss. Niggas just started right on getting the fuck out the goddamn chat. This is important. Before I tell you about the evil plan of them, having Operation YouTube and all that shit like that, the first thing that we need to understand is our children. I don't give a fuck how many times you sit and call the fucking police on the boys outside shooting dice and shit like that. At the end of the day, you have a choice. If you are not prepared to take care of a child on your own, because depending on the same America that shoots him down in the street because they fear him, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. This is why I'm saying that a NAB is the police. If you talking about 12, this nigga the law. No, my nigga. The bitch that goes down there to child support, that's the law. The bitch that calls the police on a false domestic violence or real domestic violence. Motherfuckers don't call pedophiles. They don't call pedophiles to come do shit. And if you knew that the police department had them, you wouldn't call them. Why in the fuck do you, how do you disconnect? How do you separate the America, not even the America, how do you separate the police that you're protesting, saying, hands up, don't shoot, stop killing our boys and all that shit like that? It's the same police that you call when you're having a dispute with you threaten him with the same police that you threaten to stop killing. See, this is what goes into Mama Duck. How in the fuck don't you see your child in the children that your child murdered? In the children that your child stalks, hunts for fun, for clout. FBG, Durk, none of the Chicago rappers, except for the Chicago rappers who aren't on the dead ops, I'm smoking op pack and all that shit. I don't give a fuck if you doing it for clout. Like, there are people that are suffering. As soon as your child gets murdered, now no one is to speak their name in vain. No one needs to diss them in a song. Or you gonna call the same fucking police that 2 months ago before your child died, you was fucking threatening the police. I'm gonna sue y'all motherfuckers for arresting my child. Yeah, he had a gun, but why the fuck y'all search him anyway? Now, you calling the motherfuckers. See, them motherfuckers just said it. They said they killed my son. Y'all need to go down there and get them. Before we talk about any operation that they have, we need to talk about our household. Katrina told a story. She told a story on the show about a small childish confrontation her child had with another child at the park. The child said something disparaging to her son. She sat back and watched and saw how it unfolded. She took her child home and put a book in front of the child, and the child read the book cover to cover. Maybe had trouble on a couple words, but read it cover to cover. The child that said something disparaging to her child, though a year older, can't read a stop sign. And so we understand different households. That household is focusing on something totally different from what this household is focusing on. It matters for more reasons than a little bit. It matters what environment you raise your seed. You raise your seed in an unkept garden, the lawn keepers or the landscapers may mistake your seed for a weed and chop it down as it would the undesired plant. So, being an adult and knowing this, you say, maybe I'm going to have to be uncomfortable. Maybe I'm going to have to sacrifice, but I'm not going to allow my seed to be swept up and be misunderstood and confused and mistaken for a weed. I will go over here where the garden is kept, where the landscapers are more competent and deal with the garden with more care. There is no response. There's no response. Well, it don't matter where the child at. The child can still be bad. You go to private school. Your job is to give your seed the best chance to succeed and survive. I don't give a fuck if they do in the suburbs shit happens. There is no comparison of the suburbs and the fucking apartments. That child had to survive for at least 18 years in the apartments. 365 days in a year. It takes less than a second for somebody to kick the wrong door thinking that this is the goddamn house where the goddamn dope man is at. This is the house where the woman who's cooperating with the law is at. It's a lot harder to mistake a house in the suburbs than it is a fucking door that looks just like all the rest of the doors. Any parent that justifies what's the word? Minimizes the danger of a child. Fuck the kick those. What about when the child goes outside? You have to work. Who is that child looking up to? Dog, I will never forget. I will never forget. And I have a bad habit of this. And this is why I tell y'all the shit I tell y'all about trying to save young niggas. We was in Knollwood. I was, once again on the run, hiding out in Knollwood. And, when you're in apartments, you know what I'm saying, it's characters there. There was a child. I would walk over to the basketball court about a quarter mile, not even a quarter mile, about 100 yards south of the apartment complex. I'm sorry, north. I go over there and hoop. That's what I always do when I'm trying to get my mind together. I hoop. That's what I know. That's what I know to do. I go over there, high schoolers would come and I would, hoop them out, whatever like that. And they would, like some of the tricks I do and stuff like that. And two situations. One situation was we were at the park hooping, and within those young kids, you'll have some kids that are leaning towards the street or weed and stuff like that. And some kids that are maybe 20 that are just lost also. And the 20-year-olds help the high schoolers lose their way. If you're not there to stand as the one that they admire and say, that shit, they're lame as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't smoke that. That's lame as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Then it is what it is. They go into the park to smoke blacks and then smoke weed and shit like that because this 20-year-old loser is doing it. He probably doesn't even know he's doing it. He's doing it though. So one day we're there. Obviously, I'm fast forwarding. I had already, done shit to where they, man, salute him, admire, ask questions, shit like that. We were back there, and it was in the back of a church. Basketball goal in the back of a church. Little court, little park back there, actually. A police officer pulled up. The 20-year-old loser said, I'm finna dip. And you can see the kids just looking. I'm 26, 27 at the time. And the kids look like they gonna do whatever it is to do. I'm finna run. I'm like, dog, sit your ass down. Let me go over here and talk to him. So I go over there and talk to him. Yeah, we just back here playing. Yeah, man, I got a couple calls. Guys are back. I said, yeah, it's just us back here running a couple games. And because I walked down on them, I appear to be what I appear to be. But me talking in that way, not scared, not fearful, I was in Mobile. So, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard to, they do a different job over there. Over here, they gonna run everything. Over there, it's just, let's see what's going on. There's people getting killed back here. But more than anything, it's how you approach them. Cop pull up, then everybody run. The fuck is we running for? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have shit going. And this, the 20-year-old is broke. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to get weed and shit like that. Might have a black and mild on him. Sit the fuck down, my nigga. Go over there. Hey, how's it going? Hey, man, got to come. No, man, we just out here playing. Got them preparing for a game. We play inside. Sometimes we come outside. I already checked with the Pastor Henry. He said it was okay that we come over here and play. Oh, man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And I walked back over there, and I made sure I told the group, about eight little black kids back there, and then me, make sure I told them, dog, you don't have to run from no goddamn police. You running from them will make a situation that's not serious into something serious. Second of all, don't just follow a person to be mischievous. That shit is not cool. You know what I'm saying? And I felt that needed to be said, because at that time I saw those little kids. You know, they were just like I was, you know, little kids, you know, I remember I thought a group of guys were cool. I used to hoop with when I was younger. I remember when they let me ride in the car with them and they were smoking blacks and shit like that with me and Kyle. And I just thought that shit was so cool. You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers was like losers. I didn't know that they were smoking weed or nothing like that. But that's probably why they were smoking blacks, is because they had just smoked weed. And I just thought they were so cool. You know what I'm saying? And at that age, you are so fucking... What's the word? So, you know what I'm talking about. You'll sway in any direction. What's the word? Impressionable. Yeah, you gullible, impressionable. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I just want to, you know, these are older kids. I thought these motherfuckers were so fucking cool because they can play basketball good. And it was just like, they were just so, you know what I'm saying, cool. Yeah, it was crazy. And so in life, I did this multiple times as I was in the street, if a young dude would take to me because I'm dressing like, you know what I'm saying, and all this shit, he would take to me and I'm fucking with you, big homie, you know what I'm saying? And I ride with him, and I made sure I made it clear, like, dog, there is nothing in this street shit. Like, you don't have a felony. You need to go. This was my shit. You need to go to the military now. You know what I'm saying? Because you up here at this gas station and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm up here for a dip. Like, I didn't tell him, but I'm on pills. I'm trying to feed a habit. Like, you don't have any reason to be up here. You know, niggas just pass the blunt to whoever. That brings me to my second story. We're in Oldwood, and older guys, gotta be careful of these older guys. So I'm same age, 26, 27. This is right before the transition for the bullshit happens, and I gotta go to the hospital. So it's right before my transition. These guys were older than me. They were, you know, 40, in their 40s and shit like that. They lived in an apartment complex, whatever. Another one, I'm sure he smoked crack. He lived with a bitch over there. And so one of the little dudes, young dude, he would come around and go to the, you know, court sometimes and shit like that. Real quiet, extremely quiet. You can tell that he just, like, for all intents and purposes, he was a nerd. He was the nerd. You know, the kids would try to, you know, kind of rank on him and shit like that. And I would, nah, man, you cool, man. You know, and, you know, try to rock out and do my part to try to twist it. But, you know, You can tell by the way he dressed. He had a school uniform on, but you can tell by the way he dressed. He just wanted to be cool. Lost. He was lost. So walking to the court one day, I think he said that his mom worked some crazy shit, like 15 hours a day. So the reason why he was still in uniform is because when he came from school, he would go home and his mother's not there. So he just got the whole shit to himself. To all this time, she don't come home till nighttime. So you got from, you know, when you get out of school at 3 o'clock all the way to nighttime to get into whatever. And he was the definition of lost, not knowing who he was. Who the fuck am I? You can tell he came from a good stock because he wasn't no, you know, street nigga. He wasn't no little, you know, a little street kid and shit like that. Nah, like a freshman in high school. So when I see him, you know, I make sure I holler at him and shit like that, see where his mind was at. Military. That's all I know. And the reason why I push military is because if a child can see that there is more than this neighborhood, than this strip right here, than this project, then it can open their mind and they won't do shit because somebody in the hood did something to them. Like, there's a world outside of this world. This hood is not the whole world. So that's why I push military. I push Air Force. That's the first thing I push. Non-combative. You know what I'm saying? Go to the fucking Air Force. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here immediately because I can see that they're lost. Did you go to the IG already? Come to the IG. So I push military to them. One day. So this is who I am. You're gonna know my personality when I tell you what happened. I come out the house one day. It was, you know, a little bit later at night. Oh, okay. So we got some bullshit going on. We fucking around tonight. Okay. I'm gonna finish this story. And then I'm gonna holler at y'all. So we bashing black women. We got some black women haters in here. We gonna have some fun tonight. Go on, get your IG ready. Get the IG ready, my nigga. Woo! Get your IG ready. We finna do it. Let me finish this story. Hold on. We got all night. It's Friday night. We got all night. I might have to stop this live and then restart it so that, because I don't want him to have to do no 5-hour shit. But all right, so the story is, so I come out, but y'all keep that same energy. Keep that. If you don't like black women, just make sure you keep that same energy. I'm coming straight to you in just a moment. So I come outside and you know, you got the sidewalk. You come down off the sidewalk to the left, you got the entrance to Norwood and the park across the street. And then to the right, you go down the sidewalk deeper into Norwood. So I come out and to the right, there's the old bald head dude that lives in that house, doesn't seem to mess with people or nothing like that. A prison nigga who's working. A lot of times when you have a prison nigga who works a job, you know what I'm saying, FedEx or whatever the bullshit job is, he'll want to let you know that he's still gangster, he's still street. Tends to have the prison attitude, which is to let everybody know that I'm dangerous so nobody tries me. I think at this time, this was when motherfuckers were stealing the catalytic converters off of cars and shit like that. So niggas was outside. So it was the older black dude from prison, bald head, dark skinned dude, and it was the light skinned crackhead mechanic dude that stayed over there by Z. And the little dude was out there. The little freshman was out there still in his school uniform, same necklace on, and the Jordans that were too big and shit like that. He hadn't grown into himself. Like, he's in that formative state to where whatever you put your mind to, that's where you're going. Every adult should be able to see this. Every adult should be able to see this, and every black man should be on the same page. If there is a lost black boy, we're not going to send him on dummy missions. We're not going to entice him to do shit for us. We're not going to push him towards the way that we went. We're going to, if we're going to play the uncle role, we're not going to play the uncle role, let me box with you. No, we're going to play the uncle role. Hey, go back in that house and get your homework done. If this is the family, if Norwood is the family, then let's do that. I wanted to meet that boy's mother. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm telling you that you don't, with him, he was harmless, you know what I'm saying? But with other little niggas who may be deeper in the street, you may just need to hold off and let them come to you. With him, you could be aggressive with it because he was the type of little dude who would try to be cool and go do something that he is not ready for at all. Everyone should be able to see this, especially us black street niggas. I come out there and the bald nigga, he drinking, he got the cup with him, he got the thing with him, he drinking with the light-skinned nigga. And as I turn out there, the little boy has a cup and he's putting it up to the dark-skinned nigga's bottle. Hey, yeah, come get you something, little. Yeah, put some hell on your chest. The little nigga see me and say, the dark-skinned nigga look over there. Yeah, man, he just out here drinking, man. Ain't nothing wrong with a little drink, man. I'm like, man, man, I'm trying to talk to the black nigga kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, it just, you know what I'm saying? But the young nigga could see, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I talk to you, you know what I'm saying? Your mother isn't home. You just out here wandering, trying to find, whatever the fuck. But yeah, man. So I go, hey, yeah, man, that motherfucker, these kids, man, they'll be got fucked up on that shit, man. I started drinking when so I started a conversation with him. So he just goes back to talking with the Mexican dude, and that's when I started walking with the young nigga down the sidewalk, and I was asking him, yeah, so when your mama get home, like I want to holler at her and shit like that. Oh yeah, she'll be. And I'm trying to remember where I was at when they called me coach. They would call me coach because I would be over there and I would be playing basketball with him and shit like that. And I don't know what happened, but I never got to meet his mother, but it's that type of shit. It's that type of shit going around all over America. And if you are a older prison nigga, a older street nigga, a older black man, and you see that this kid is goddamn, you know, he's lost. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He's lost. You know what lost looks like. Why in the fuck would you feed, like, you know, and I've said this before, I spoke to the young kids out there. I actually got a video where I was talking to the young kids out there. It was a band gang, they called themselves. And I was early doing my early editing in. A lot of these older dudes know exactly where their life went wrong. And instead of them trying to deter a young black man, a young black kid from going down that same road, they would try to speed up the fucking process. Like I said, I don't see a fucking reason to get a young, scrawny little boy, freshman. I don't see any positive, productive reason to get him drunk, to get him high. But like I said, this is where you have to, like, so what, do you go kill the black nigga because you feel like he's a pedophile? At the time, I just thought he was just an evil motherfucker who just a jealous motherfucker, because those older niggas will be, especially prison niggas, they'll be jealous as fuck of a young kid, jealous of their youth, jealous of their hope. They have hope. They have a chance. But as a young little dude, you don't see nothing but the muscle shirt and the tattoos, and you just, yeah. As street niggas, older street niggas, we know how that go, because we know, like, we've been through that. We know who the fuck we found cool when we was younger, and then we got older and realized these niggas wasn't that fucking cool. How in the fuck did I find that person cool? Soon after that, I started hallucinating and shit like that, and that shit. And then we had that night where I drove back and forth on the bridge, and then I went to the hospital, and then that started my new life. But I tell that story to say, if you put your child's future, especially a little black boy, if you put his future, you should already know with your little black daughter. But as you know what's going on in these apartments, in these projects, who your child most likely is going to look up to. It doesn't, and that's the fuck. He ain't gonna look up to no goddamn crackhead. Are you fucking serious? You think that a child knows the pain that crackhead goes through? Everything that crackhead does, all those skits that he runs and shit like that, that child will probably find that shit fun as fuck. DMX had a story talking about a dude, you know, hit him with the dope and put, you know, the crack in his shit. Like I said, I'm going to, you know, let the, you know, rest in peace, but, and use the good out of it. Good part of it is we know that there are people out here. It doesn't matter if a child says, man, let me hit it. Let me hit it. your response should be slapping them in the mouth. You should do something to them to let them. Hold on. Speak to me.
Hey, yo, I don't want to interrupt your show and all that, but, you know, everybody got the number if they for real with it. But, Brian, you doing too much in the chat, my guy. You doing all this cussing and shit because you agreed with somebody in the chat. We just talking. You ain't got to do all this.
Brian who?
Extra cussing. Whatever the fuck his name is.
Brian Tisdale?
Yes, him.
We'll do it. All right, Brian.
Talking about, hold on. We gonna see who donated. Nigga, I donated. I donated for his motherfucking daughter's report card, my nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Come on with all that dumb shit. All these dumbass steroids, come on with all that stupid ass shit.
Yeah, I'm done.
I don't give a fuck what you gave. Hey, yo, I really don't. My nigga, yeah, I support. I support for real. Not just because I want to be on a nigga show. But anyways, back.
Ooh, I'm gonna get out the way on that one. Ooh.
He just got caught up in the chat. It's like you can chill.
What happened?
We don't have to sit up here as mods, knowing that we both support AYO. We don't have to sit up here as mods and going back and forth. You got caught up with some niggas saying some shit about black women. I said it's all women. And you agreed with the nigga. I said stop bashing black women. It's all bitches who do this. I agree. Black bitches be on some bullshit, but all bitches be on some bullshit. Let's keep it all the way real.
That's correct.
Just keep standing on the black bitch's neck just because you can. I don't give a fuck who you fucking. I really don't.
Brian, come on with the IG bit home. Come on, Brian. We got to come on with that IG bit home. I don't know.
Yeah, we sitting up here talking. We going back and forth. We doing all this stuff. You don't have to do all that. We can just talk. You can ignore me. I don't give a fuck. You can take me off as a mod. Why you gotta go all the way there? Like, nigga, chill. Chill, relax. We talking. You could have carried on with another conversation, but guess what? You kept going back and forth. That's some weird ass shit to me. That's just so weird.
I'm trying to look at him. You sure it was Brian Tisdale?
Yes, he's a mod.
No lie detected. B. Simone said niggas with no 9 to 5 is lame. Nigga, I'm just saying what the fuck she said. So Brian, that one woman represent everyone, and she said she liked dudes in her field. Did I say that? Fuck no, that ain't what I said. Miss me with the bullshit. Read the comment. What all the cussing?
I ain't gotta control your mouth. You are grown.
I don't give a fuck what nobody doing. Be someone said that shit. So what, Brian? Where did that come from?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why did you? What? I'm trying to. I'm trying to do it. Where did that come from? He said B. Simone said niggas with 9 to 5 is lame.
If you can't go back further in the chat.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can.
What was said first?
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it. I keep saying black women.
What was said first was the chat, or what somebody in the chat said. Black women only think that dudes with morals and jobs are lame. Said that's not black women. That's all women. Stop bashing black women. Who black women? In the chat. That's what I said.
Oh yeah. Black women are suffering from it. Look at FEG Duck Mom. Gonna pull you up at homes. I keep saying so. Black women, nabs of every race. You should know that. That is correct, Brian. I've seen his name before. That can't be Brian goddamn Turner. That can't be Brian Turner. Brian J. Hold on.
And you know what I mean? Like I said, if he supports you for real.
Are you in the chat?
He's more than welcome to.
No. But see, here's the thing though. We have to clean this shit up all the way. If I don't give a fuck who it is, if you are secretly hating black women, it don't matter how much you done threw in the pot. This show has never been built on the most money. That's not what we do over here. Support is good. That's love. But if you don't like black women, this isn't a place for you. This isn't a place. And that's why I want to go back and see, because I don't believe that anybody who's been a mod would be. And you niggas, if you niggas is secretly having chats with each other about how much you hate black women, then you shouldn't want to be over here no way. Because you know we not doing that. We don't do that. You know how I feel about niggas with the like I said, my nigga, like it's dog. At the end of the day, if you don't like black women, you're lame. That's it. And like I said, it is what it is. There's not gonna be a nigga that comes over here that says, "Ah, fuck black women," and he's gonna have a goddamn IG that a nigga gonna say, "Oh, this nigga's a stand-up nigga." There is no stand-up nigga that don't like black women. You don't mind going online, and like I said, this is the fear, just like with the Men Too movement. The fear is you will take my words and use them in that way. That will not be tolerated in any form. If you don't like women, you need to go to the manosphere. Go to the MGTOW. And y'all just don't know how fucking embarrassing it is when Katrina has to tell me about niggas in my motherfucking chat, niggas that follow me that don't like black women, and I want to fight her on that. But you niggas continue to give these examples. There is no toleration for a nigga who cannot pull a black woman. If black women don't find you attractive, that's because you're musty. You're musty. You want somebody who will walk in your bedroom of you playing Xbox for 2 days straight and not say nothing about the smell. Come on, my nigga. Come on, my nigga.
The guy named is Hype Mark who started the conversation. As you can see, he's still in the chat.
Oh no, yeah. Hold on, Brian. Hold on, yeah. I have to join the Patreon to get the number. What? First of all, Brian, I don't understand.
That's what I said.
How don't you know that? Who is this nigga? This can't be Brian Turner. I know Brian ain't goddamn rocking like that. I know he's not, because his name is Brian. His name is Brian Turner.
It's him.
Huh?
I said, now I'm thinking, is this Brian?
No, this can't. No, that
was on my page. When he came on my page, he had like a little purple dot. I don't even think he had a picture of it, but I don't remember. Don't call me on that.
Brian, is this Brian Turner? Yeah, Michi, please get the fuck. Please get the fuck. Holla at you, be on. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn FBG duck, my nigga.
And then
no. See that? No, that ain't. That, woo! I'm like, God damn! Don't let that be my nigga, Brian, my nigga. God damn! Woo!
I apologize, Brian Turner.
Yeah, man. Please, Lord, don't let that be my nigga, Brian, my nigga.
I apologize, Brian.
God damn. Man, that shit hurt. I swear to God, man. You know, you damn near, this shit is damn near like finding out niggas like dudes, man. This shit is like finding out niggas got, and Brian Tisdale, so now I can talk to that nigga. Brian, listen here, big home. Listen here. I don't want to disrespect you. But if you're a moderator, anytime somebody says something about black women and they don't have a long drawn out sentence to explain why, because you know what we deal with over here. Over here, we deal with motherfuckers hiding the fact that they actually hate women. They actually hate black women. And so they'll try to hide it and sneak it in. So we look for that type of shit. I don't see how in the fuck if a regular person in the chat just say, yeah, black women, you like, whoa, big home. Whoa, no, we ain't gonna do black women. It's all women. But FBG Duck's mother definitely needs to get her shit together. Now, I can say something about our race because it's understood my feeling. And so you know where and that's why I say I don't want my statements to be used by the lame niggas. This why you shouldn't date black, my nigga. Any issue that you will have with a black woman, you'll have it 10 times worse with a white girl. Brittany Renner ain't no motherfucking that. To her soul, she is a white woman. To her very soul. That alone breaks the whole bullshit about a black. You can't do that, my nigga. Not to mention the white people, Mexican people, and all these people live on government assistance. I don't give a fuck about them, my nigga. They not out this bitch goddamn crying and begging for something to happen. We got to fix this over here. But you cannot take my words and use them. Oh, that's why you shouldn't. What the fuck are you talking about? You tried dating and you're talking about this like this is a nab. Period, point blank. It's a fucking nab. And we have to point them out so that we can, so that they can be ostracized, so that, as Katrina said, we don't all get lumped in together. You have to understand the first call that was made on this show was a little black girl who just got straight A's. Miss me with that shit, my nigga. If you mad because girls don't like you, go to the manosphere. Them niggas will give you woman hatred for days. I'm talking about how we come up. These neighborhoods as black men, what we need to do when we see lost black boys. Y'all niggas do not hate black women because they just so, no, you hate them because they don't like you. That's it, that's all. This is why I asked for your Instagram. A nigga can come forward and say, man, I get plenty of hoes, man, but I just don't like them. Once again, that nigga is lame at heart. If you be around that nigga for 24 hours or just go look at his post, that nigga is lame at heart. You niggas mad because a motherfucker like won't be faithful to you. My nigga, that money don't change the fact that you lame as fuck, nigga. And don't you never fucking talk about no goddamn support like that, nigga. If it's an issue with a moderator, the first thing that you should do is try to ask for an IG and go behind the scenes and handle that business. But all this goddamn putting on the show, you want to show that you hard down. You want to get with DJ Academics. You hard on thoughts. Don't come over here with that shit, my nigga. We don't rock with that. I'm trying to tell you, we don't rock with that shit. We don't rock with that shit. Because in real life, I would move with black women before I would move with a lame nigga with money. I might move on you. You know what I'm saying? We'll rob you. But you know what I'm saying? Other than that, dog, if you a moderator, this is what I'm saying. And for all the moderators, how the fuck can you be a moderator and you don't even know how to call in? Yo, fuck if I didn't post the goddamn call-in number, nigga. That shit been posted enough time for a motherfucker to know what the goddamn number is. Nigga. Now I'm finna go over here and post this damn. Can y'all hear me? Can they hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. All right, go ahead and talk to him. Let me post this number. Talk to him, man.
All right, what's up, man? It's Max, bro.
Max. Oh, Max. Yeah, man. I'm sorry about that, big home, man. You know, these niggas they really be on that black woman shit, man. And And I swear to God, I hate that shit because there is no live nigga who feels like that. If you don't like black women, I've told y'all this, don't watch me. Like, get the fuck away. The fuck away, my nigga. Speak to him, Max.
But no, I was just calling because, like, what you were saying earlier, like, about how, like, you know, they'll see niggas who are young and they'll see niggas who are alone. Like, I remember when I was 13, I had niggas that was 40 handing me dope. Like, niggas, you know what I'm saying? You want to start working for me? You want to start doing this? You want to start doing
That's
that?
crazy.
And it's niggas like that who will lead you down that wrong path, you know?
Yep.
Niggas like that who be jealous and really don't, you know what I'm saying? Because they know they time up and they know a young nigga to come up. And instead of leading that young nigga in the right direction, they're going to try to throw that nigga off. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like all the time, all the time that I was in the streets and all that shit like that, getting locked up, doing all this stupid shit like that, that could have been time I could have been applying myself to other shit.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
There could have been time, even, you know, even like, you know what I'm saying, with lawyers and all type of shit like that, all the money I done lost with them niggas, like, finding out all this shit like that, like,
real talk.
It's time that I could have been somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Being in the crib on bond and shit like that, like, that's all the time I could have been doing something else. I could have started a whole business in that time frame that I was out on bond last year. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. It's just like, you got, I don't know, man. Niggas be so lost. All these older ass niggas be lost. And they don't pass that torch.
Yeah.
I'm passing that torch.
And what it is, man, you know, like I said, and that's why I say, if you're going to, you'll fuck about the white nabs, the Puerto Rican nabs, any other nab. If you are a black female, I need you to understand that we are under the 8 ball. They are using our flesh as fuel for the country. If you choose being able to live without paying for anything and getting free money from the government, if you will sell your child for 18 years of free rent, dog, come on. Like, are you serious? Like, no, like, you're not a mother. Like, you are a murderer. You are a slave catcher. You're going to sell your child. You know that your child has 0.0000001% chance of actually being successful with the place that you raised him. Everybody around here is low income. Everybody around here is government assistance. And you think that he's going to become a upstanding, are you serious? Jim Jones had a song, or a theory, rather, product of my environment. Product of my environment. So he was saying, don't judge me for the things I did. I was just doing what I had to do in my environment. My environment raised me. A lot of artists will tell you, a lot of prison niggas will tell you, my mama did her best. She did her best, but you know, the streets raised me. How much of that do you have to hear till you realize, dog, you're in a apple orchard. You're not gonna grow an orange tree. That's not what this ground is made for. This ground is for apple trees. If you will put your feelings, you want a nigga so bad, you want money so bad that you will have a child, and you know that you cannot take care of this child. Fuck what you talking about. You cannot take care of this child. Fuck everything. You cannot take care of the child. Don't say, well, me and the father, he can die. The government, they're going to kill your child. If you yourself are not in a position where you can get to your doctor visits, get to the, you know what I'm saying, handle all this, you don't have a car, you don't have a home. Don't say that my mama gonna help me, my auntie gonna, because another thing Katrina told us is that all of that shit, all them people at that baby shower, that's the last time you gonna see them. They came out just for that situation. You're not gonna be able to call them, hey, where the baby daddy at? It's not gonna happen. So if you yourself cannot take care of that child, you are giving that child a disservice. All right, hold on, Max. We got Brian on the line. Brian, hold on. Brian, before we start this, home.
All right.
Before we start.
Yes, sir.
I need
I'm not doing no sugar, my nigga.
No, Brian, just tell me, what is your IG?
I'm not on Instagram, my nigga. I'm not on social media.
Okay. So you don't got Facebook or nothing. You don't got Facebook or nothing.
I don't think that shit.
Okay. Brian, listen, look. This is what I want to know.
All right.
Tell me how did a comment about B. Simone, how did that turn into a scramble between you and Katrina?
Okay, first off, I wasn't even trying to get into it with nobody. I respect the check. I fuck with the show. I fuck with you because of the information you bring, bro. It's some real shit. And for the caller that called through, the lady, hey, if I disrespect you in any way, that's my motherfucking bad. Because I'm not on the internet looking for attention or none of this other shit.
Okay.
What was said in the chat, bro, was a nigga said that a lot of black women think niggas with 9 to 5 are honest, working men, black men are lame. I said that's correct because B. Simone said the same thing. That's what I said, my niggas. You can go back and look at it and read it yourself.
No, I thought it. And you're right.
No, I'm not in your chat room.
No. Look, Brian. No, real talk. That is what I saw. I saw the same thing. But when she came back and said that doesn't represent all. Hold on.
Black women, and I said, did I say that it represents all black women? No, I fucking did. And that's what I said, bro.
Okay, no. So what hold on. What was the original comment?
That B. Simone said that lame people, that niggas that work 9 to 5 is lame. And I said
No. I'm saying what did that? No, somebody else said something first. They said black women feel like niggas who work 9 to 5 is lame.
Yeah, I would say that.
No, but see, Brian.
Because you said the same thing, bro.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. When the dude said black women think niggas who work 9 to 5 is lame, you as a moderator, you can't say that's correct. You can't say that. Okay. You have to say,
all right.
Well, yeah.
I know the rules. I know the rules now, my nigga. I ain't know the rules.
Yeah, no, but no. Yeah,
you a real nigga. I'm a real nigga, bro. I don't have no motherfucking internet trying to start no shit, bro. I'm too old for that bullshit, bro. I fuck with you because you a real nigga and you come with real shit.
Brian, and it's Brian.
Right. Same idea, nigga, that's from my heart, bro. So all that other shit, bro, I'm not on no bullshit, my nigga. Like, real talk.
I feel Brian, listen to me, Brian, listen.
I just want to let you know, and the chat know that Brian motherfucking be there ain't on no bullshit, my nigga.
Brian, tell me this. Hold on, Brian. Tell me this. Do you like black women?
Nigga, I got 5 kids by a black woman. My mama black and a woman I just asked to marry me yesterday black.
So Brian, when he said Brian, when the nigga said black women think niggas who work 9 to 5 is lame, why didn't you stop him? Why did that bother you when he said that?
Because that's a reality, bro. That's not
No, there we go. There we go. We can't do that, Brian. We can't do that, man.
Come on, man. It's that wasn't McDonald's get shit on every day.
Brian, but they don't get shit on by no motherfucking black women. They get shit on by now, dog.
Okay, bro. I hear you, bro.
No, Brian.
Hey, yo. I just called in to clarify myself and let you know I'm not on no bullshit, bro. And let Katrina know I'm not on no bullshit. And apologies to anybody I offended, bro. That's why I called in.
I understand, Brian, but Brian, I need you though. I need you right here, Brian. I need to know, how is that a reality though?
Huh?
How is black women only wanting? How is black women?
First of all, hey, yo, it's not a blanket statement for all black women.
But that's no. But he said black women though.
Okay.
He said black women though, Brian. He said black women.
Bro, I'm not saying all, bro, and I said that it's black. I never said all. I'm not no dumb nigga that won't be out here on that bullshit, bro.
I feel you, Brian. Brian.
Real talk, my nigga. I'm telling you. Real shit right now, bro. I didn't make that comment trying to start no shit or disrespect nobody.
No, you ain't start no shit. Brian, you ain't start no Brian, you didn't start no shit. I'm just saying, if a nigga say that all mothers are bitches, a nigga, well, yeah, that.
If a nigga said something like that, my nigga, as a moderator, nigga, I'd have heard this shit.
So hold on. So Brian, Brian, what I'm trying to do, since you call and it ain't no bullshit, and I can hear it in your voice that you not one of them niggas. So I'm just trying to. So let's get to the bottom of it. Let's get this. This is the whole issue in the beginning was that immediately shit went straight to the left when the shit could be clarified. All right. So here it is. So if you would check a nigga, if a nigga say, mothers ain't shit. Them motherfuckers can't take care of their shit. Well, they children. Because he could have said it. Okay then. Okay, so Brian, if they say black women only date black women think niggas with 9 to 5 is lame, how would you not?
That's my bad. Hey, yo, I should have said something.
No, sir. Brian, it's Brian.
And I wasn't trying to say it.
Brian, it's not some black women. It's not the black women that are the problem. It's the nothing ass bitches. Only a nothing ass bitch would go somewhere and say, goddamn, nigga with a job can't handle me.
All right, you right.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
You right, my nigga.
Yeah. No.
I'm wrong. Katrina, I apologize.
Yeah.
Conversations with me podcast, I apologize.
Yes, Lord.
Real nigga like me wasn't fucking around in that chat trying to start no motherfucking shit.
Hey, Brian.
You were talking about gang violence and FEDS, mama dysfunctions, my nigga. That's real shit.
Real talk.
I would never try to interrupt that going on no bullshit.
Real talk.
Black women, I wouldn't have, man, come on, man.
And like I said, Brian, this is what it is. You just gotta look at it like, everybody coming from a different directions, and we have to, we like I said, we do not play that black women shit. Like, that's not the problem. If
right there, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Just from real nigga to real nigga, I was never saying all black women, bro. I'm a motherfucking black. My kids come from a black woman.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? The woman I'm finna marry is black, bro. I don't play this kind of two-bad game, my nigga. Real talk, my nigga. I'm too old to be playing on the internet, bro.
Exactly. And that
Instagram, looking all that bullshit, bro. Because I'm a real nigga. I'm from the silence. I don't fuck with this shit, bro. That's why I didn't know how to call me, my nigga. I know how to donate, but I don't know. I ain't know how to call me, my nigga.
Real talk.
With this shit.
Real talk.
I fuck with you because you on some real shit. And if I heard real shit, I want to put money behind it like a nigga do in church, my nigga.
Real talk.
That's all this shit is.
That's all. And that's what we need, man. We need more of that. We got a misunderstanding, but you see what he did. You see how he wanted to call in immediately? A lame ass nigga would never. He would never want to holler.
I got to look at me, bro. When I lay down at night, my nigga, I'm gonna know one thing. I'm a motherfucking man.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yeah, and that's it, dog. And that's all that is, dog. I appreciate that, my nigga. We get back to it. Get back in. I'm finna march you back up. Yeah, my nigga. We need more of that. We need more of that. We need to listen to understand, listen to hear. We don't need to beef with each other. We don't, and that's the whole reason. We're not going to single out nobody because they were born a certain way. It's the actions. It's the actions. We cannot look at people's, we can't look at people's skin and trip on their skin. We have to judge a person by their actions. By their actions is what we have to go off of. We can't do that. We have to look at each situation as it is, because it's a black woman who exposed what the white feminist movement was trying to do. It is truly a black woman who can truly motivate a black man to be great or to be another statistic. This is why this is so important. And this is why we have to shame the nab. You have to earn being called a black woman, because that is a motherfucking privilege. That's an honor. I tell Katrina, I think in the beginning, man, when I was, when me and Katrina was just first meeting and stuff like that, and we were trying to see what we can do with her channel, I'm sure that I threw some ideas out there that she just was not with. And that is the type of shit you would get from a black woman. A black woman is like, whoa, no, I can't degrade myself like that. My morals won't let me do that. And if you don't have the morals, your numbers go through the roof. If Katrina was to do a show where, she did what the other motherfuckers do and dress like that and do all that shit, numbers would go through the fucking roof. But instead, she works consistently, grinds, comes up with new. I know. It comes up with new, innovative ideas and continues to push. And that's to be honored, because you don't see that every day. We cannot see our women the way that the world sees them. What the world is showing you is that the black woman is ghetto and hood and she's just over sexualized and shit like that. That's just like they're telling you that the goddamn black man, the black boy, is more dangerous than the Anglo-Saxon. Ted Bundy was able to goddamn kill so many people because they just could not accept that a clean-cut, educated white man would be a fucking serial killer and do the depraved things that he did. As soon as we see the motherfucking, we see ourselves the way that the world does, we have completely lost. Talk to him, Katrina.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for clearing that up, Ryan. I accept your apology. And like I said, you just got swept up by the chat. And it's easy to do because that's what these motherfuckers are here for. The dude was down there in the comments floating. Like, I'm sorry, I did it. I was the one that caused confusion. He out of here now. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, and then we like, oh, I don't got no ID, so we don't know if this was a white boy.
Real talk.
We don't even know who you are. It's time you get the fuck out of here, cause confusion amongst the topic that is very serious and that needs to be spoke on thoroughly.
Yep.
But trying to make these kind of statements, and then when somebody asks for your ID, we don't know who the fuck you are. At least, like you said, Brian came through and called, straightened it out, and you can't do nothing but respect that. What I look like calling back and jumping all on this man's name still. So, like I said, I accept your apology, Brian.
Yes,
ma'am. That far, all I was saying was, like, damn, you just started cussing and going left for no reason. All we were doing was chatting, and that's all we doing in the chat room is chatting. Hosting links is mine, and chatting. Staying on the subject. Blocking people who in the chat room talking about a bunch of bullshit.
Yep.
That's it. That's what we're here for. We're not here to really ride on each other.
And like I said, and that's I like to believe that that's where we separate ourselves. As far as how we handle business, we are going to be the exception. I can speak as passionately about my people as I need to, but at the end of the day, that type of shit will not be accepted. We get enough of that outside. We're not gonna blatantly just goddamn do that. Like, we're gonna do this shit the right way. And I'm honored to have a audience that and a team. I say a team, not an audience. I have a team that is as rationale, and we exemplify what we talk about. It would be retarded for us to, seem like such rational people, and then, what I'm saying, we just all we want to do is tear each other heads off. So I'm extremely proud of that. Let's get back into it, man.
Okay, I'm about to get off.
Oh, handle business.
People are in the chat room talking about, that. Like, hey, like, that ain't what it's about.
At all.
It ain't just that we know that you're the type of person that just clicks. If you ain't agreeing with something, you gonna click off. You ain't here to share. You ain't here to tell nobody to hit the like. You ain't donating for nothing.
Real talk.
You don't give a fuck about this channel. You don't give a fuck if, hey, yo, get this whole shit snatched down.
At all.
So we don't give a fuck about staying on topic for you.
Real talk.
But I'm out of here.
All right, all good. Yeah, no, and that's the point of it. That's the point of it, is that, dog, we doing this shit. I don't give a motherfuck about no goddamn FBG Duck. Give a fuck about that nigga. I've been told y'all that shit. I've been told y'all I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I don't give a fuck about the goddamn motherfucker was blowed when I said that about when I said XXXTentacion dying was good for us. They was blowed by that shit. Like, my nigga, at what point is it a person, he dies over there and it's the fuck, hold on, big home. That was a good thing. Now we can go over there and look and see what because if it wasn't him, you wouldn't have gave a fuck. That might have been the best work that he motherfucking did. I don't want to be ignorant and shit like that, but from what I could gather with that motherfucker, that nigga was all about being sad and killing yourself. Yeah. Don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers, my nigga. This shit is really about, and that's what we have to stop doing. Because this is about FBG Duck. I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking. This nigga ain't helping no motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if he was a King Von. That nigga, the first thing he did was gave shit to his team. Hold on, my nigga. Do you fuck with King Von, or do you fuck with a nigga who you think and believe murdered people? I see FBG Duck. Most these rap niggas in Chicago, you wouldn't give a fuck about these niggas if you didn't think that these motherfuckers killed somebody. Kind of motherfucking messages you spreading. You care. Hey, my nigga, you care about FBG Duck. Who did FBG Duck murder? You are the fucking problem. I said that from day one. You motherfuckers care more about if a rapper dies, we need to do something. It's the same principle of if a Anglo-Saxon kills a nigga, then we need to goddamn stand up and protest. One day out of the year, one day out of 3 years, a Anglo-Saxon kills a nigga in your state, in your city. You stand up and go crazy. But every day for 3 years, there's been a violent murder. Some of them, a lot of them have been innocent children. And that didn't get you moving in the fucking first. The reason why these motherfuckers thought it was cool to start a goddamn channel doing the police's work for them. And that's why I say, my nigga, like, this shit is really thrown. It's really thrown off to where that's really where people's mind is at. It's all about the celebrity. Something happened to the celebrity. Police killed a black man. We think a white homeowner killed a black man. That black life don't matter worth a fuck. No matter how it was taken, no matter how innocent the life, it won't even make the news. It won't even make the fucking news. I'm not with that, my nigga. This is why if I have to take a position against rappers, I will take that position. If my position needs to look like fuck XXXTentacion, fuck FBG Durk, I'll take that. Their death was needed, I'll take that. Because every time one of those people die, now you care. It takes for them to die for you to care about a young black life. Timothy Simpkins at that school in fucking Texas, if they were 10 yards to the left, nobody would have gave a fuck. The only reason why it matters is because it was Anglo-Saxons around. I thought this was about FBG Durk, man. I'm gone. You gone because you thought you was finna come over here and get information for another fucking video so that you can help the goddamn police. Because you want attention. Dog, this whole thing is the same. The only reason you give a fuck about George Floyd is because you want to go out there and do a photo op. Get one what the fuck is that word? Get one off when you're not looking at the camera. What that called? Off guard. Do one off guard. You got it? Oh, do it again. Get one of me swinging at the police. You ready? I need to make my face more mad. Okay. Come on, my nigga. You don't give a fuck about us. You don't see a black person dying as a problem. This was my first issue. Mama Duck, the reason why your tears are offensive is because this is the first time that you shed tears that I've been able to see. We never heard about FBG Duck's mother disowns him for killing black people, for promoting killing black people. FBG Duck has talked about, just like King Von has talked about, killing the whole family, cutting the child's throat. But we're supposed to, I thought we were talking about LPG Duck. And it's crazy, my nigga, because like I said, a fucking lame ass nigga like that will go back and make a fucking video trying to catch the killers of FBG Duck. But when the motherfucker, you've never been around anything even looking like a gang in your whole life. But because you're a super fan of fucking the Blickies, you're a super fan of King Von and Durk and FBG Duck, now all of a sudden you all good with murder. That's good that he got those O Block. You motherfuckers think that life is a video game. Katrina said that also. You motherfuckers get so used to saying that racist, evil shit in your goddamn controller headset that's how you feel like you should motherfucking treat people. When you're out in public, you're just this, sullen person. But like she said, as soon as you get home, now the real you comes out. Fucking niggers, fucking motherfuckers, kill your fucking nigger ass. I'm gonna kill the whole family. Now you get on the video game and you can do all the things that you wanted to do that day until it just implodes and you actually go and do what they are trying to say Timothy Simpkins did. Except that's one thing that you were born with. Media confuses you. They'll have you thinking that us, the ones with the bandanas, are the ones that are born dangerous and stay away and run away. When really, it's that Anglo-Saxon kid with that goddamn book bag on that you just drove right past as you was trying to find the fucking murderer. But you see a fucking team of basketball players heading to the goddamn court and you draw down on the motherfuckers and kill one of them because they fucking dropped the ball. Whole time, that goddamn Anglo-Saxon boy just laughing. I posted some on the Patreon. Multiple Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Cruz, the Yorkshire Ripper, so on and so forth. These people were interviewed multiple times because they fit the goddamn profile. People called in and said, I think this is the dude. They threw all that shit to the side. They interview a nigga one time and say, fuck it, let's just charge him and we'll handle this shit later. It's a difference when we encounter police. But it's crazy because we not the ones that are hunting down innocent people. A nigga hit a innocent person and just die on the inside. He can play how he want to on live and shit like that, but he just died. But the Anglo-Saxon, they kill a innocent person and get life from it. How clever these people are to make us look like the dangerous ones. When through history, what we've seen is that they are the ones that you should be the most scared of because their birthright is that they are extremely adept, efficient at murder. These are the motherfuckers that will kill millions on accident. A nigga can't hit a nigga cannot kill a nigga at point blank range. The Anglo can kill a whole fucking continent on accident. I don't give a fuck about FBG Duck. Yes, there is a YouTube operation. The feds run YouTube page. I've been said that shit. You go on YouTube and you can see it. There's what the fuck? You can see the shit. You listen to these motherfuckers that are in the biggest interview goddamn platforms. They don't show their face. All you hear is a voice that is eerily similar to a fucking detective. Eerily similar in voice texture and eerily similar in the format of questioning. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all better stop playing with me. Go ahead, Brian. Talk to the people. D Rose, I got you in just a moment. Come on through. Talk to him, Brian.
What's down with it?
Man, dog, man, they had me so scared. Man, they had me so scared earlier, my nigga. I said, I know my nigga ain't do that, my nigga. I know my nigga ain't do that.
God dang, I was doing homework. You're talking about I'm red pill. I'm like, what? What?
Yeah,
like, oh man, shit. But
yeah, that's why I said that can't be Brian, my nigga. I know that nigga. No. Yeah.
I'm not none of that. But for one, excellent live stream, man. I think you got your point across pretty well. You know, everything going on, especially with the whole FBG Duck thing. And like you said before, dog, you know, if you know what I'm saying, FBG Duck, even in depth, there's a lot to answer for. Him and people like him, they have a lot to answer for.
Dog, and you know what's crazy, man? When you look at these, if you make money off the destruction of black people, Durk said that I'm not talking about the dead no more. As soon as he said that, his label woke up out their sleep and started sifting through goddamn YouTube trying to find his replacement. And it's a shame that no matter how many artists choose NLE Chopper, you know, if you work at a job, and if you work at a job and you're doing a strike, if D Rose, you got to hit the IG if you sending me so I can't see all the way. My glasses ain't that strong. I'm gonna go to the Instagram in a minute. I appreciate everybody who showed love tonight and supported. Once again, I'm extremely proud of my people, my team. For us to be competent enough to see how YouTube does things and be so with the shit that what they won't do, we will do. We will be self-funded, truly grassroots, and I truly appreciate that, real talk. And I'm definitely going to come to all of those donations in just a moment. But at a strike, at a job, what happens is if a motherfucker chooses to go past that picket line, they would hit them. They would like beat them up, and they would definitely berate them. Like, what the fuck are you doing? The way that a strike works is, yeah. Call back. I got you when you call back in. The way that a strike works is, we're not going to work. I'm assuming all y'all saw that video where the Mexicans, all the Mexicans in a warehouse walked out that motherfucker. And if you don't know why that's powerful, then you're the problem. That's powerful because, Brian, let me catch your next call. I appreciate you, man.
For sure, bro.
All right. That's powerful because none of us are trying to snake each other. We're not trying to backbite nobody. Us maybe being uncomfortable for a little while is going to help us in the long run. It's like they understood. And it seems like when people are away from home, they become more united. When you go to jail, the beef you might have in a county jail, once you go to your prison, it ain't about the color of your bandana. It's about the color of your skin. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame that it has to be like that, because as long as we're here at home, we will find every reason to not fuck with each other, even to hate each other. The beef between, from what, like I said, you'll have to go to Brim D channel to get the real feel on that. But from what I understand, the beef between King Von and Durk, one of them was saying, I'm not from 63rd. It's like one of them is on 63rd Street and the other one is on 64th, if I'm not mistaken. A fucking one number difference is enough for niggas to jump up and down and murder each other. A one number difference. I'm from 64th, you from 63rd. Fuck you. Hold on, who is that? Who's on the line then? Whoever that was that just called in, I thought you was big homie. We got D Rose on the line. As y'all know, I've told y'all, I've showed y'all that D Rose has a very unique way of looking at shit, just like Tony DeLarman from TD Hip Hop Media. Whenever you look at things in a positive black way, obviously you're going to have a very slow ascent to the top. Just like Katrina, what I was saying about her, like if she didn't mind doing the thought shit, straight to the moon. You know what I'm saying? But instead, she has integrity and decides, no, I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to keep my morals intact. And that's why I respect these people so much. I usually tell people, you know, put the medicine in the candy and shit like that. Because positivity these days is the easiest way to get somebody to not listen to you. So all salutes go to D Rose from the Supremely Black Podcast. D Rose, tell me something, big homie. And if y'all don't know, here is his page right here. Talk to him, D Rose.
What it do, bro? Man, I'm just tapping in from the perspective of what you're talking about with the whole people really just don't give a damn unless it's a rapper, man. And it's sad that we really even in that spot as a community, because I don't even think, like, I mean, of course we can definitely get out in front of people and everybody, you know, the Black Power movement and et cetera, but I think it's just way deeper than that, because the conditioning goes deep, like speaking towards like everybody, like a couple of people that came in talking about this is clickbait. That's sad, bro, that you even had to put that in the title for people to come and put in a real message, because if you'd have put it as, how can we make the hood great again? Ain't nobody trying to come and hear that, bro.
Real talk.
They thought you were going to come over here and be the, you know, the top investigator, and you way in damn Alabama talking about something going on in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody doing that, bro. You feel me? So,
real talk.
Salute to you, salute the AO Nation, man. Y'all turned up the channel, so I really appreciate it, bro. But yeah, we got a lot to get in front of, bro, because
you ain't lying.
Man, like that. Yeah, like that. Even like from the Grand Theft Auto reference, that shit heavy, because people really living like that, bro. And to the point where they don't even realize how much that's conditioning kids' mind is, because they even have rappers with big gaming channels now since COVID didn't hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now they own GTA and they got clicks and they ride and doing all the same stuff. So it's like, even if they can't get you to get outside and do it because of this 19, they still got something else, you know what I'm saying, to be pushing in front of you. Now you got the rappers that rap about killing, playing a video game. You walk outside, you really outside with some, you know what I'm saying, some real steppers, man. That's it, bro. Ain't no left, right, up, down.
Real talk. Real talk.
They got everybody thinking they in playing San Andreas, bro.
Yeah, man, that's dope.
It's real in the field, bro. So if it ain't for you, like, stay on that porch, man, and be the nerd. You know what I'm saying? I got homies right now that call me doing 30 plus years, man. I ain't number 30 my damn self, you feel me? They wish, they like, bro, I would just kept that mindset like you, man, just to think through the shit instead of just reacting off of emotion or just crashing out because big homie told me, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
man, you know.
It is, man. And I think what's heavy is the kids don't know the reason why the mother is important is because that is going to be pretty much what it is. There is no miracle. Like I said, I don't give a fuck if 0.0001% makes it to entertain the Anglo-Saxons. That's not a win. You go to prison, it's niggas there. It's so many niggas that niggas can break up into different fucking groups. Everybody else got to stand solid with each other. We the biggest population. We feed that shit. This is why a good investment, once you have money, a good investment is private prisons. The reason why is because the project and apartment is your pipeline. It's not no fucking school. As soon as you were brought to that apartment, as soon as you was brought to goddamn, what's that street in Fort Worth? It's Berry and what? What's that cross section?
You talking about Berry, and when they crossed over, basically back in the day, it used to be the Blood and the Crip neighborhood going back and forth. Yeah,
but Berry, you know, a nigga say his street. Man, I'm about this. Yeah, stop shit. I'm gonna live Oak Cliff. I'm gonna live here. I'm gonna die here. I need this all this here. And as a parent, for you to hear your child be proud of living and dying by that street, that shit gotta but that's what you put them into. Every nigga, when you go to the interview, and they gonna say, "Oh yeah, my nigga, my parent did a good job, my nigga." All that, you know, I'm just a street nigga. If that motherfucker would have been in the suburbs, what would have been cool for him, because what he would have saw is doctors, lawyers, the things that you would have got into, the golf, the other shit. Like I said, of course, there will be exceptions to the rule. Just like in the hood, there can be a orange tree that grows in the apple tree form, but the majority is going to be apple trees. For you to go into a situation giving the person that you love more than the whole world the worst possible chance to succeed, that says something. You can't go on Facebook and fucking erase the fact that you don't love your children more than anything. Loving my children are my life. Why the fuck do you still live in Chicago? Your child is one fucking school assignment away from getting murdered because niggas outside is shooting the shit up. You think and it's so fucked up, dog, because when you look at it, they do this Willie Lynch shit and they just put that goddamn baking soda on that shit, on some shit like they make.
Hey, bro, not to cut you off. Hey, change the channel behind you, though.
Oh, shit. Oh, you bitch. Bitch. How long has it been on now?
It's been about 30 seconds.
Man, these bitches is bullshitting, man. Man, dog, these bitches is bullshitting. Look, we finna end it and we gonna come back. We gonna end it and come back. Let me see how they do this. We gonna end it and come back.
All right, man, I'm gonna take that again, bro.
All right. We gonna end it and come back.